Well, you have been graciously welcomed on our campus, and on some campuses, anti-Israeli groups demonstrate and even prevent speakers from presenting Israel's position. Does this phenomenon and others such as boycott campaigns seem to be increasing? And if so, what do you think is behind it?
The first question is difficult to answer if I feel that they're increasing. We are, of course, looking at it with a lot of concern, and therefore we have the feeling, like Heisenberg in the quantum theory determined that when you look at a phenomenon, you yourself are modifying the phenomenon itself. We are looking at it and we wonder ourselves if we are not making such a big deal about it. In our area, in my jurisdiction, it's of negligible importance. In other parts of the country, in campuses, etc., it's less negligible. Maybe in New England, in San Francisco, but then, a lot of strange things occur there anyway. In Europe, it's more important. But I will try to, briefly, to explain what's behind it. I think that behind it is a lot of bad will against Israel. It's a lot of people that think that Israel is an historical mistake, and they're using the excuse of opposition against the occupation in order to deny Israel legitimacy. It goes beyond legitimate criticism of this or that policy. Much of this criticism is heard in Israel itself. But these people are using that legitimate issues in order to try to impose illegitimate boycott and sanctions and other things, and try to draw a parallel with other examples of really other countries which were really worthy of international opprobrium. We don't belong in that category at all. These people that are so worried about these aspects or that aspects of human rights and civil rights, etc., I haven't seen them in all these years demonstrating for the civil rights of the Arab masses in Egypt or in Tunisia or in Syria, not even in Iran. But they come and they try to prevent us from talking. So it's way beyond their opinion about our policies or our positions, and it's a thinly veiled attempt to deny us legitimacy. When they're talking about the occupation, I suspect that for them, all of Israel is occupation.